What has simultaneously gotten worse and more expensive? Big Macs. That burger patty is a stone's throw away from being a slice of roast beef. Cable internet providers. Oh yes, sorry, your trial period was over, your bill went up $200. Oh no, we didn't promise you 200 Mbps download speed constantly, we said UPTO. Read the fine print D. Cable television. More commercials, channels upon channels of crap, ridiculous bill. I swear that Reese's peanut butter cups have gotten shittier over the years. The peanut butter seems chalkier and the chocolate tastes blander. Plus I can't ever seem to pry them out of that little cup wrapper without leaving the bottom chocolate skin stuck to it. I think the push to put them in the freezer and eat them chilled is a ploy to cover the declining quality. As someone shopping for a house, I have to say homes. Not only has the real estate market been ridiculously inflated, especially in NYC, my residence, I'm finding that the actual quality of a lot of these homes are absolute shit. Due to the ability to find and source cheap materials and labor, developers are able to make huge profits off high prices and low costs. It's making me really rethink if I want to buy a house, or just use all that money to aggressively invest. Buffalo Wild Wings. I don't know if it's just me, but their prices have gone up and the quality has gone down. Clothes. Very few companies make clothes to last, and fast fashion is rising while the cost of items continue to increase. Scented candles. Yankee Candle in particular used to be the candle that was considered premium. But while they've never been cheap, at least a while ago it was worth the money. But now they're just exorbitant in price, they don't smell like they used to, and they are not worth the money. Photo booths. Oh, the old ones were so cool for different real photos for $1. Now you pay $7 for 4 identical bad laser prints. My university education, specifically this year. They are raising tuition and fall semester has no in-person sessions. People outside the UK probably won't care, but the Christmas tins of Quality Street. College tuition. When I hear college used to be paid with a summer job, my eyes get watery. I'm a college student. Smarties. Never been right since they got rid of all the artificial colors. Better for you, I'm sure, but chemical blue was the best flavor. Ice cream with fudge in it. Used to get massive slabs of fudge, now they just have tiny nuggets. Clothes. Even a sweater from the Gap is like $70 now, even though the quality is about 10 better than Old Navy. Goddamn it, clothes retailers, settle down or I will go naked. Edit to the people suggesting thrift stores. I agree, it's thrilling to find something special and cheap. You wash it, you're good to go. Plus retail clothing is so effing expensive nowadays that I would rather someone else take the hit of driving it off the lot. I remember the donuts at Dunkin' Donuts to be bigger and cheaper. All Cadbury's products. I'm sure this will get overlooked, but KFC. I remember growing up a whole family could eat there and it was great. Now it's just garbage, super greasy, and will cost you an arm and a leg for a dang bucket of chicken. They have gotten way worse and the price has went up. New homes. Cookie cutter houses, built with cheap contractors who cut corners left and right, situated in neighborhoods with ever higher HOA fees, and the HOAs are getting more expensive too. Any service ever. Not gonna lie. Modern business is based on a model of cutting costs. The Sims 4 packs. Everything Nestle takes over. Certain house appliances. My grandma has had the same fridge for 40 years. My parents recently had to replace theirs. It's their third in 20 years. You should be asking what hasn't. Size of bags of chips. Face razors. They had it perfected with double-edged blades in a metal razor. cheap and incredible shaves. Modern plastic disposable razors are worse on your skin, give a worse shave, and grotesquely expensive. They are nothing more than monopolies controlling the availability and accessibility. When you go to the razor section at the store, you can only choose from their garbage. I give double-edged metal razors to men and women loves ones as gifts, and universally their minds are blown realizing how much better and less expensive they are. Health insurance. Almost everything. Planned obsolescence and expediency has taken the place of quality and craftsmanship. Grocery store ice cream. Food. Unless you make it yourself. Even then, ingredient quality is lacking unless you're dropping way too much money. Panera bread. Reese's peanut butter cups. Their big cup is basically the size of their original cup for double the price. Also, it tastes different. I remember as a kid the original peanut butter cups came in those 4 packs and you could individually peel away the chocolate from the peanut butter. Part of the game for me was to try to peel back the chocolate so all I had was an intact peanut butter disc. Can't do that anymore. The chocolate is super thin and has no snap to it. It's just mush. College education in the US. Healthcare, schooling, clothes quality. So someone works his ass for. Prague. I went earlier this year. It feels like Disneyland with the amount of tourists and tourist traps, and it isn't really cheap anymore compared with other cities in Europe. I visited Poland, Gdansk and Wrocław twice last year and enjoyed those trips a lot more. Levi's jeans. Bar soap. Smaller and less in the middle. That bend don't impress me. Running for political office. Life. Coca-Cola. No real sugar, just HFCS. A shrinkflation has hit soda pretty hard. All candy kinda sucks more and you get less. Insurance in general. Thanks Congress and lobbyists for fucking everyone over. This goes for both political parties in Congress currently. If it's not obvious yet, then I hate both parties with a passion. Fast food. I'm lucky to get a meal under $10 and even more lucky if it's accurate. Wood. Wood is getting worse because old growth makes the best building lumber, but of course if you cut down all the old trees there are no more old trees to cut down. This coming from an avid Apple user. Apple computers. I'd rather take 1 centimeter extra thickness and more ports than using a hub for everything. Clothes. Edit, thanks for the upvotes and the comments. The clothes in Ireland and Britain tend to be a rip-off. Movies. Bigger budgets, less creative concepts writing. Most blockbusters are just derivative of pre-existing intellectual property. Feels badman. Insurance. Costs more but seems to have clauses for everything that doesn't cover. Cable TV. Edit, thank you for the gold, kind stranger. It'll help the sting of having to threaten to cancel service next month. Education. Long ago, the premise of institutional education provided promise. As the information age progresses, the quality of institutional education has dramatically reduced, but the expenses of education has risen dramatically. With the rise of computers and online education, people are learning elsewhere even though the legitimacy of institutional certification remains large. For that reason, the quality of education received is vastly poor since people will be enrolling regardless of any pressure to improve them.